The learners are gonna help me paint all the white, but I misspell sewing. So we had a minor miscommunication. Very excited / nervous. That ball ready. Good morning, my guys. They're busy playing netball behind me. You probably can't see. I'm feeling quite tired today. It is new moon. It is the new moon in Virgo today. So I was feeling quite spacey on the drive here. But yeah, I'm realizing more and more as I go along this process that I'm just taking it one step at a time. I've got a tendency to overthink things, to over design and over plan things to the point that it becomes impossible to start. And this year, the last few years for me have been about just showing up imperfectly rather than not showing up because I perceive myself to be imperfect. So like, yeah, this mural, I mean, obviously I know what I'm doing, I've done it before, blah, 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 but I'm still figuring it out kind of on the fly. And then same with like this workshop I'm doing with the kids. I'm a qualified teacher, I know what I'm doing, like I've done lessons and stuff, so I know what I'm doing, and I've designed a cool worksheet and I've got the whole process like schemed in my brain. But to me, I feel like I'm like going super by the seat of my pants. Like I feel like I'm winging things, but it's because I'm just trying to keep moving forward instead of stopping and overthinking. And I actually don't have that much time at the moment to be putting as much time and effort into certain things that I believe I should be. So I'm like forcing myself to just accept things as good enough instead of perfect. Like in my mind, I was planning this lesson to be more complex, and I was planning the worksheet to have 2 sides to it and more detail. But I don't have time to do the second side of the worksheet. And I also don't necessarily have the mental capacity. So I'm just trying to trust the process and believe in the humble beginning and just let it be what it is, imperfectly, because it's better to start imperfectly than to never start at all. And then the next time I run this workshop, then maybe I can develop the worksheet and do it more in depth. But if I never start, I'll never have like this foundation to build upon. And it's hard being someone with like such clear vision. Not that I must complain, because I think a lot of people would love to have vision for their lives and a bit more direction. I'm very blessed to have deep direction and vision, but sometimes it's overwhelming because it's so clear, it's so detailed. In the future, it's like overwhelming to start. Like, how do I get there? And I'm learning that the secret to longevity and long-term success is imperfect steps along the way, and letting it become refined in the process instead of expecting the first workshop or the first iteration of whatever project or artwork or vision or whatever. Expecting the first iteration to be perfect is a really good way to end your process. So yeah, long story short, I'm really just working with showing up imperfectly and trusting the process instead of expecting perfection out the gates. Check, there's some cool numbers. 11:17. Oh, it literally changed as I showed you, and then there was like 7:11, 77:11, 77:11, and it was 11:17, but now it's 18. Let's go. Alrighty, so the plan of action today is to map out on the wall. There's these words. These little mock catchphrases are designed to be in here to do with sustainability and food systems and potential. And we're gonna have like a little workshop with the grade 7 girls that I am working with here. And they're gonna paint the words. They're gonna color in the words. So today I need to map it out and kind of probably paint the base layer and then let them paint the color on. So that's what I'm hoping to get done today. So here's my concept. It's all just about sustainable food systems and the potential that we have to care for ourselves and the environment and our communities. So all of these sayings are gonna be put in these bars, so I just need to map the words out now. Cool, so we're ready for the learners are going to help me paint all the white bits, so we're going to paint the flowers and all the words with the grade 7 girls from Carradale. Pretty keen. That's going to be a fun little workshop to do.
The next day.
Good morning, everybody. So today we are taking a bit of a meander from the usual programming, from the usual programming, because I'm not painting today, I'm teaching today. Ash teacher. So yeah, as you guys probably know, or some of you may not, I'm actually a qualified high school teacher. But yeah, because of many reasons, because of the system, because of my mental health, I'm just not able and not willing to work in the mainstream schooling system. But I have always had a huge passion for education and for youth work specifically, and I'm pretty excited that I'm starting to find a way to, my boyfriend was driving yesterday, that I'm starting to find a way to use my art to educate people. The later you are, the bigger the truck. Hello! I'm ready for my first ever workshop as Ashtree. I'm very excited / nervous. That bubble is crazy. Anyway, so today I'm teaching the grade 7 girls about the power of their potential as individuals. I'm using my art and the mural, and I've created a worksheet for them which is based on the concept of the mural, and we're going to workshop our potential as individuals and how we can use that potential to make the world a better place. I'm very nervous. So this is my setup. This is my painting that I did last year. It's called Growing Home, I believe. This is the power of potential, which is the mural concept I've done for the mural I'm doing here. This is another version of the power of potential. It's like an art print poster that I've made. And then here, this is so cool. This was just lying on the table here. It's just from the school already. It's a little poster. It says, "Teachers plant the seeds of knowledge that grow forever." So I put it up because it's very relevant to today's topic. And then here we're gonna discuss what potential is, and I'm gonna write the definition here, and then we're gonna also brainstorm some potential hurdles that we may have along the way. So we're gonna just talk about what a hurdle is and how we can overcome them. And I'm specifically using the word hurdle instead of problem or hardship, because a hurdle is designed to be overcome. It's something that when you're running, you have to jump over it in order to carry on with the race. And even if you knock it over, you can still carry on with the race. So it doesn't have to be perfect as long as you get over it. So that's why I'm using the idea of a hurdle as something that may make our journey towards our potential difficult, but not impossible. And we're going to workshop how we can develop resilience in the face of hurdles instead of giving up. Yeah, I'm very excited.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we had a minor miscommunication, but I'm rolling with it. That's the whole vibe. They told the girls that we were going to paint today, so very quickly had to change my clothes and get the wall ready for a workshop with 52 grade 7 girls painting on the wall, which is cool. I'm very excited. So we're going to do that now, and then we're going to do the lesson either later or tomorrow. So I wasn't fully ready for that, but I did brainstorm it yesterday, so now I'm literally going to have to wing it with mental preparation, so it's not really ringing it. Anyway, I'm learning not to overthink and to go with the flow and to trust myself and to know that I'm more than capable of teaching a group of grade 7 girls about life skills.
Morning. Come a little bit, like come up to here, so that you can all hear me. Come on the front and there, that's fine. I won't bite you, I promise. Okay, good morning. Good morning. You can hear me clap once. You can hear me clap twice. You can hear me clap 14 times. You can call me Ash, but you can call me Miss Ash. My artist's name is Ashtree, because I love trees. So who was here when like 2 or 3 weeks ago with seed we were planting the trees? That was this group, okay? So when I sign my paintings, I sign as Ashtree, because I love trees, because I believe that a seed has the potential to grow into a big tree. So today and tomorrow I'm going to be teaching you about that story of a seed that grows into a big tree, okay? Because I believe that all of us, like seeds, does anybody know what potential is? Kind of, you've heard the word, but you might not know perfectly what it means. Yeah, okay. So potential is basically something that you have the possibility to become. So when I was younger, I had the potential to be an artist, but it wasn't promised. I had to make myself into an artist. Nobody turned me into an artist, hey? I decided that's what I want to do. I had the potential to do that, and then I chased that dream and I made it come true for myself. Do you understand? Okay, so you all here, you're holding potential now, and one day you could become these, well you will all become these beautiful big trees, and over the next 2 days we're going to help you figure out what kind of tree do you want to be. Okay, the seed from a tree can be smaller than this stone, and it still grows into a giant tree. Don't you think that that's a little bit crazy? I think, like, how can that become a tree? But it does, and all it needs is sun and rain. I think that's quite incredible. I don't think people understand how magical that is. And it's the same with you girls. You might be a little seed now, but one day you could be this big, beautiful tree that makes shade for everybody and can feed other people and teaches other people and helps other people. And you all have that potential in you right now to become that one day. Okay, do you understand? Yes, I think you girls want to paint. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so let me give you each a paintbrush. Sweet.
Okay. So that was, oh my, is my hat still white? Yeah, nothing else is. My shirt, wasn't intending on getting paint on my shirt, but now it's a painting shirt. Wow, that was wild. So I was planning, I can't remember if I said to the camera already, because that was a crazy hour of my life. I learned a lot. Woo! I was planning to do my classroom lesson today, so I wore makeup and wore nice clothes and was ready for a nice teacher day. And yeah, apparently the kids were expecting to paint today, so obviously you can't tell 50 grade 7s that they're going to paint and then be like, no, you need to spend more time in the classroom. So I just quickly changed my plan. And yeah, I was planning to paint with them tomorrow and do like a little meditation with them tomorrow, but it happened today. I had to completely wing the meditation. It was very imperfect, but it's okay. They're grade 7s, they don't mind. They're judging me, but that's okay, because they're children. It was still good. It was still positive. It was still educational and empowering, even though it was imperfect. Yeah, so I just had like almost 60 kids painting on the wall with me. It was so messy and chaotic. They knocked paint over They got it all over their clothes. They got it all over me. I didn't even paint anything. I haven't painted at all today. I just facilitated the most chaotic workshop I've had in my life. But it's awesome. It was great. It was perfect. They had fun. They all brought old t-shirts, and then at the end of the lesson I let them all write a positive message that they learned on their t-shirt. And yeah, it was just very special, and I'm really grateful, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm just glad I got to go with the flow. It wasn't how I planned it to be, but it was perfect, and they had fun. And tomorrow I will get to have my proper lesson with them and make sense of everything, because I think today was a little bit chaotic and exciting and colorful and messy and very creative, and I'm glad that that's what it got to be. And then tomorrow I'll get to like work through the worksheet with them and actually get them to like deep dive into what it actually means, what is potential, what is our potential, how can we work towards achieving our potential. So yeah, it was cool. I'm glad we got to have fun today, and then tomorrow we can kind of bring it back down, keep it calm, and make sense of the chaos. But yeah, it was cool. I'm feeling grateful. I'm glad that we got to do that.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you watched this far, thank you so much. Please would you consider liking and subscribing to the channel so that you can keep in the loop for future projects. But I also just wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that since I finished this project at Carradale last year, I have actually begun the process of launching my own NGO. I'm calling it the Small Change Initiative because I believe that small change adds up. And my intention with the Small Change Initiative is to raise funds to do more projects like this one I did at Carradale with art workshops. I would also really love to take kids on more nature excursions and even camps if possible. I would really love to create a community of like-minded people who want to be the change they want to see in the world. I'm already surrounding myself with some really beautiful people who are already doing such incredible work. And my intention with the Small Change Initiative is to just bring those kinds of people together for specific projects with youth groups in certain communities that have really powerful and lasting impact. Because I really believe that engaging with nature and creativity are a really important part of growing up. And I feel like that those parts of youth are not really facilitated by mainstream government issued schooling systems. So I want to create a program where we can support mainstream schools to take kids on a few more excursions and adventures and just have some more positive life experiences, because those small experiences that happen when we're kids can have huge impacts on who we become when we grow up. So yeah, we are the Small Change Initiative, and you can check us out on Instagram as Small Change Adds Up. That's all we have going for us right now, but the websites and everything else is in the works behind the scenes. I just wanted to let you know that that is something that I'm working on, and you're welcome to reach out if you have any projects or visions or dreams or things that you think we could work together on. Cool, my guys. So much love, and yeah, keep following along. I think there's going to be 1 or 2 more episodes in this series before we wrap up this project. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, much love, guys. Check you next time.